Wake up, please. All right, y'all. So we're gonna wait till the 3 minute mark, and then we're gonna get into this live stream. So if you watching the replay, make sure you just fast forward along to the 3 minute mark. Okay. But I got something very important I want to talk to y'all about, and we're gonna get it in 3 minute mark. Hey, Lena. Just giving people time to come in. Hey, Nikki. Seed, soil, sunshine. Hey, Tracy. So y'all just come on in, come on. The 3 minute mark. That way, people that watch the replay can fast forward it past this part, but it gives time for people to come in. And I'm gonna get this information out for y'all. You in Houston, you got fighter jets flying over your house for the third day. Maybe training. Maybe training going on or something. Okay. Got less than 1 minute. Y'all hit the thumbs up button as y'all come in. MGL in the house. What's up? What's up? What's up? GT woman. Thank you, Nikki, for telling everyone to hit that button. All right. Almost at the 3 minute mark. Almost there. All right, 3 minutes. So, first of all, let me say, if you're not over on my second channel, MGL's Home and Garden, you're missing out, okay? You're missing out. Because we're doing all our garden stuff over there, our food stuff is going to be over there, cooking, the garden, the indoor garden, the outdoor garden, Amazing Grace Garden, Home to Divine Treasures. All that is over there, okay? Can y'all hear me good? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Do y'all hear the wind? You can hear me good. No, you can leave it open. All right. So this is another reason why we prep, okay? A lot of people think that everything is gotta be like if there's a nuclear attack or something like that. They forgetting the everyday things that happen. You can lose your job, you can get sick, God forbid. The weather don't work in our favor, and in this case, that's what's going on. So I contacted my uncle yesterday to let him know, to make sure that he knew, because he's up in this area. Those of you that know, he moved to North Carolina at the end of February. All right, so there's particular parts of North Carolina going through a drought, but I've seen different articles. The article is saying all of North Carolina is in a drought. All right, but this the kicker. Starting Monday, okay? Monday is going to be what? April 20th, okay? There is a mandatory stage 1 restriction, okay, on water usage. Now, most of us that stocks up in prep and keep water on hand, okay? He has plenty of water, all right? Because he collect things in prep too, all right? So having water, I keep telling y'all, you cannot go without water as long as you can without food. This is where the prepping thing comes in, because not only is some of us growing our own food, okay, got gardens outside, you're gonna need water for that. But you also need water to drink, you need water to cook with, you need water to bathe in, all right? So, April 20th, mandatory stage 1 restriction. That that means alternating watering days. Now, this is for the Raleigh and surrounding areas of North Carolina. It also said restaurants serve water by request only. Hotels ask guests to reuse towels and bedding. Yeah. All right. So then today, they put out that there's a state now in the Raleigh and surrounding areas. All right. It's a mandatory. Mandatory. Okay. So that's why I contacted my uncle, let him to make sure he knew. You know, I knew he had water and stuff, but to make sure, because that's that area. Now, further up above Raleigh is Charlotte. Charlotte put out a stage 1 voluntary, but we know how voluntary go. That can easily turn into mandatory, because Raleigh surrounding areas is already mandatory starting the 20th. But Charlotte, stage 1 voluntary restriction starting April 20th. Limit outdoor watering. That's them gardens. Avoid washing outdoor surfaces like driveways. We go further on down, a place called, well, the county is called Airedale County, including Statesville, and that's here in North Carolina. It said April 14th, mandatory restriction. So evidently they already done been under restriction, okay? Watering allowed 1 night per week. Yeah. And then they got a schedule. They had nerve to put a schedule out there, okay? Washing outdoor surfaces prohibited. No residential car washing. No operating ornamental fountains or ponds. So there is something called, they call it LIP. It's low inflow protocol. Okay, so what that is measuring, the updates come out on the 1st and I think the 15th of each month. And it's measuring the water in the lakes and the rivers. Well, because of this drought, because normally what happens is during the spring and the winter months is when the rivers, the lakes and rivers and stuff, it fills up, you know, it replenishes its water from the rain. But we ain't having rain. We ain't getting rain like we should for this time of the year. So pretty much things are drying up. Okay. Things are drying up. That's pretty much what's happening. So when the place that is voluntary, when they start doing these different stages, right now, stage 1, okay? As you get further up, they gonna start probably shutting off water, because people ain't gonna listen anyway about not using a lot of water, okay? So that is one of the reasons I have spoke to y'all for some years about indoor gardening. Growing your food inside can be a plus, for the simple fact that you ain't got all that heat and stuff that you have in outside that will make things dry up. But that's not the only reason. You don't know if stuff is being all up in the sky. It comes down on your plants. Also, people can come and, help themselves to your garden. Different reasons why. I just spoke about it over on the other channel. You need to have several ways of growing your own food or stocking up your own food or whatever the case, whatever works for you. All right, because if places is already asking hotels to reuse towels and bedding, that's a problem. You got to think about water is needed at these hospitals to make medicines, to make food. You got to look at all that when you're thinking about the things that you need, such as water. People will be like, oh, well, I'm going to go get a couple cases of water so we can have something to drink. You're not looking at everything that is needed, that water is needed in. All right? So if it gets to the point to where they start shutting it off, because I saw one article where one of those stages will require you to only be able to water from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. Now, as a seasoned gardener, them plants gonna be on a suffer all day in 90-something degree heat with heat index even higher. So by the time you gonna have to stand out there and just drench them, and then you're gonna have an issue with probably too much overwatering, root rot, all that gonna come into play. You're gonna shock the plants. It's just gonna be a mess. Now farmers is already complaining because they can't start these seeds and stuff like they need to because it's no water. So what that's gonna do, that's gonna start limiting the stuff that we can get out of the grocery store, the produce. And it's going to limit, if it keeps on, it has the potential to limit food too, because not just produce, because you need water to be able to make food, all this comes under the fact that, under the situation that without water, that's a problem. All right, now we don't know when, and I'm gonna be honest, this is gonna probably be a long time, because even if we start getting rain, and not to talk about the wildfires, we had somebody, what was it, North Carolina, that woman went and started that fire. You got people starting fires around here, and already ain't got that much water, so now they got to try to use the water that they already trying to stretch to put out wildfires that people are starting. Okay, so you have to take it serious. Now, with people hearing this, something else that's going to happen. People going to start going to the stores and taking all the water off the shelves. But guess what? They could have helped themselves out not to go take all the water off the shelf at one time, but a little bit at a time, getting more and more water. That's where prepping and stocking up comes in. You don't have to run and be out in the chaos when something happens. Now, we can't control that we ain't getting no rain, but we can control if we already have had water and things in our house. So keep that in mind. Look in your area, because this is for North Carolina, but I'm pretty sure that other places is not getting rain and stuff. It's going to be the same way. So check your areas. Get you some water. You're going to need water. Before you're going to need water, you can sit there and probably going to be some of us, I can't go without eating a couple of hours, okay? My body just not built like that. But some people that can, you're going to need water before you need the food, all right? For some people, all right? Those of you that take medication and stuff, you got to think about, you're going to need water. If you got animals, think about having like the chickens and stuff. You're going to need water. You're going to need water. So y'all know, over the years, I have been telling y'all about looking into different water catchers and stuff, and that's what we was looking into actually doing this year. But look, without rain, what we gonna catch? Okay, and so it's like, and I'm not telling nobody to do this, but I'm pretty sure people are doing it. You probably know what I'm finna say. Remember that park? There's parks that has water. I ain't gonna tell you to go do it, but there's parks that has hydrants where you can go and. Well, I'm pretty sure it's not for you to do that, but I'm pretty sure people are doing that, going to the parks, filling up jugs and stuff.
That's where the ones that wash cars.
Wash,
And
yeah.
they be having the jugs.
That's
where
they
be
go filling the
them.
water up at. So, um, things like this is also what you have to look at when you are when you are when you thinking about prepping, stockpiling. You have to look at the whole picture, because now you have a lot of people that is paying attention, but you got a lot of people that's not paying attention. And what is going to happen, and what is going to happen if they end up shutting things off? Because you got to look at, it's a lot of water being used every day, and we ain't getting not no rain. And the hotter it get, the more that's gonna help evaporate that water and dry it up. If there's no rain, what can you do? What can you do? All right, so let's see. I know y'all been commenting, but I wanted to get that information out for y'all and make sure that people is understanding the importance of what's going on. Let's see. Trying to pull up the comments, y'all, so I can. Y'all, YouTube, I had to when I was trying to go live on this, I had to do what I normally do. It seemed like the first time trying to go live with every live screen, it don't work. And I know it's YouTube. All right, so let's see. Let me see what y'all saying. Let's see. Sounds so crazy, and my daughter is going off because she thinks it's not fair. No, life is not fair. It was bought with a price. What about the water, Lena? Hey, Shatika. Hey, Nikki. Food prices steady rising and may become unaffordable. Yes. Now that's one thing they can't go make. They can't go make water. You know how like with the food and stuff, they can take ingredients out and all that. They can't go make that. That is a serious situation. Okay. Wake count is now in effect. Oh, T-Money. Okay. 100 count is now. Shawana. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because I know Raleigh, Nightingale, and Wake Forest. I think it was a couple more all listed. So, and now they done add Charlotte. So yeah, but I just saw an article where they said all of North Carolina is in a drought. It just that they ain't put, I guess, restrictions out yet for different areas. Like I don't think we're under one here in Onslow County, but yeah. Lord have mercy. This is crazy. Central North Carolina may have a burn ban as well. Yep. This is a yep. I know we're under a burn ban. All of North Carolina is under a burn ban. That's because they're using water for the AI buildings. My manager, he received the notice last week. So some of these cities, that must be the one that like the Iredell County, it said April 15th. So some has already, but they are like now like pushing it. I'm seeing it more and more like at like between yesterday and today, where it seems like they're like really, yeah, pushing it. Seriously unfair and greedy. Lena, I'm sorry. I don't know what topic you're on, honey. I'm behind too, so hopefully I'll see it down there. Thank you for letting us know, Chawanda. Let's see. Thank you, Nikki. Issues. Yes. Especially the rural areas that need water to keep clean. And they know this. I just looked up Pennsylvania and New York. They are currently on the voluntary. Diane Wynn. Hey, Diane Wynn. One county in Pennsylvania is mandatory. Wow. Big needs now. This the kicker now. You got to go a step further with these other states coming in. Let me see. I'm not understanding for gas. Water is mixed, right? Because you don't want it watered down, but I know water is used. I think for gas. Different things like that. Because what's going on? The reason why I mentioned gas is people gonna run to these stores and take this water off these shelves and stock it up now. Run it when something happens. But what that's gonna do? Most stores get what trucks like once a week. Some maybe twice if it's a big store, big company. That means if they take it off the shelves, buy it all up, you're gonna have to wait until a truck come in. And ain't no telling with the gas prices and how gas is produced and made and everything get ready, whatever, how that's gonna go. Then you're gonna have where the store's gonna start limiting the water. Then you're gonna have an issue there. This is why you stock up. This is why you stock up. And when you can, your money may be a little funny when something happens. But if you stocked up and did what you're supposed to do before it, then you may not have to worry about it. Because as much as some people may not be taking it serious, oh, water, they'll get. You got to understand. A couple of honey buns in here that I already looked up, and since we've been on here about other states, okay? So you got to understand. The more these fools go out here and start these fires and stuff, it could be sleeper cells that's starting them. Crazy people just starting them. That's water that's got to be used to try to put those fires out, or else you're gonna have a lot of burn, depending on where they starting them at. People being evacuated. They gonna focus on using that water to get those fires under control. Where do you think that water coming from? Okay. And you got to look at even with some of the areas that recycles water, like you have some companies that use like the car washes. There are some car washes that recycle that water. But you got to understand, they can recycle it, but they still losing some of it. You got the heat, the evaporation. I mean, you can put water in a canister and set it out covered up, no holes in it or nothing. And over time, it's done depleted because it evaporates and things. So you cannot just say, you know, it'll be fixed. It's just a whole mess. If you ask me, it's a whole mess. Because you can't tell me right now, this moment, you ain't got people somewhere going into stores looking up water now. I would love to see what Sam's Club look like, because you know how they do it here. I would love to see what Sam's Club water look like. Probably gone. But I ain't got to worry about that. Now, am I going to go and get a couple of cases? I am. But then y'all know this is what I do. This is what I do. Can you say, oh, MGO, you got like 18 cases of water, and then you got, and I got it over time. This is what you're supposed to be doing. This is what you're supposed to be doing. But you're going to have people that go try to get 30, 40 cases of water at one time. I know they'll do it here. And they'll do that with already having 30 or 40 in their house. So, yeah. Let's see. Big Niecy. I bought a couple of 32-gallon garbage cans and filled them with water. I have one can on standby to catch water. Our burn ban was just lifted in my part of Louisiana. Got you, Nikki. Okay, that's what I'm talking about, honey. That's what I'm talking about. So last year it rained so much last spring. Goodness, we were worried about flooding. Wow. Timoni, are you located here? Because I noticed you put some things in about North Carolina, some counties in North Carolina. Are you here in North Carolina? Got in my zone 6 garden for the first time today. I lost 2 peach trees. Oh, I'm sorry, Big Niecy. Now are they dead? Dead? They can't be bought back. Did you scrape the things and make sure you didn't see no green? They look dead? They may not be dead. I'm just asking just to make sure. I don't want you to throw none away that still could be good. If you have dirty clothes, go and wash all of them now before it becomes full force to not use water like you need to. Exactly, Lena. And then some people they depend on laundromats and stuff. It gets bad. Them doors gonna be shut and locked. Okay? Because I mean it just is what it is. So while we may be focused on what's going on with these other countries, you focus on sleeper cells, you focus on nukes, you focus on all this stuff. Something, because like I say, we know it's gonna happen. We don't know how it's gonna happen, but we know it's gonna happen. But what we always talk about, I go back to, now I'm not saying this what it is, but I go back to Joseph in the Bible, the famine. Got stuff dried up and all that. And people was warned and they didn't listen until it happened. They didn't stock up, they didn't get food or nothing like that. Okay. All right. I don't play with God and his word. Okay. I try to live by them. We all fall short. But there's things that when you study the Bible and you see things in there that it tells you it's gonna happen, better believe it. Better believe it. They start panicking. Yep. This is why MGL has 40 cases on standby. Yes, Big Niecy. Got that all of them has 40 bottles of water. I think I got 18 cases. It might be 20 because I think I had about 2 more. 18 to 20 cases, but it's 40 bottles in each case. So that's a lot of water. Plus I keep my, when I be going and I be filling up my 5-gallon jugs for the dispenser. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, and you think water ain't gonna go up? Elf, what was it? When was it? Was it 2020 when COVID was out? How they were price gouging for toilet paper and stuff? Was it 20? Was it COVID or something else happened? Something with the supply chain between 2020 and now, something that happened, and people was fighting over toilet paper and stuff, and how these places had water and stuff extremely. No. That, and it was a storm. It was a storm and stuff that was hit, and people would. You think they ain't take them water prices up? Okay. Don't forget to fill your car tanks and extra gas bottles. My car both need premium, and BJ's is the cheapest for me at $4.59 a gallon. You're right, GT woman. You're right. MGL, they're trying to change the gas as well, where you can't use it because we need oil to make gasoline. We're almost going back to using truck wagons. Lena. Look, I said it some years ago, and I took A lot of people, and I'm gonna say it was the people that now goes for one side, okay? A lot of them was in my comments when I said eventually we're gonna be living like we back in the Great Depression. I have videos on the Great Depression, and people was in comments, oh no, this is such and such, this is such and such. Those are the same ones that got somebody in office right now, and they don't understand that the stuff going on affects them too. Okay, it affects them too. Now this ain't about race and them, because you got a lot of different races that's on the same page when it comes to this. Comes to, who's what side and who they like and all that. That's fine and dandy. But don't criticize somebody because they are using discernment and can see what's going on and is putting it out there. Because when I said that, oh my goodness. The comments was jumping and they did not like that being said. But it's the truth. Look what's happening now. Look what's happening, not just with the water. Look what's happening from the last 2 to 3 years. Okay. I tried to get at least 8 to 10 cases of water for a family of 4. I'll try the scratch test tomorrow. Okay, got you, Big Niecy. And make sure you go all the way down it on a couple ones and do the scratch test if you see any green. Because sometimes they'll fool you. What about folks with wells? I don't know. A well can dry too. They better be, if they got any water in it, they better be getting out much as they can. What they're saying, don't miss your water till your well run dry. There's always warning before destruction. Yes, Nikki. Hey, La Familia. Yes, honey. PNG. Oh, and then said folks, well, it may dry up because of building. The AI buildings. Thank you, PNG, for speaking to everyone. Hey, Natasha. Thank you for telling everyone to please hit the thumbs up button. I appreciate it. So, yeah, I'm caught up with the comments. So, yeah, y'all, stock up, stock up, stock up, stock up, stock up. That's why I tell you, it's no time to stop. You a prepper, and the prepping life should not stop, even though that it may happen. But at this point, we are at the time where we should not stop. Hey, Earth. I have well water, but I still stock up on water. Got you. That's what I'm talking about. So make sure y'all are doing what you can. Make sure you are watching and listening. Okay. Hope y'all got some more body white too. You never know. Yep. Now do you see why there's a lot of things to prep? It's a full-time job, but it should be a happy full-time job. It should be that you enjoy prepping, you enjoy stocking up and putting back for your family, for whatever may come. Like I always say, we may lose it, we may have to run out and leave it, but at least you tried. At least you tried. I don't want to never go through something and say I did not try. You know what I'm saying? I knew and I did not try. I had the opportunity to be like, well, I tried my best. And that right there should give you a lot of comfort. But it's a lot of people ain't trying nothing. And like I said, these folks that is up in these big places and stuff like that, they already got things taken care of. I bet you some of them people got water stacked to the roof. They ain't worried about that. And this another thing. They know things way before it's put in the news. Because of one thing, don't want to cause panic. But that's where you use your common sense, your discernment, and be able to say, hey, I ain't boo the fool. I'm not Salad Joe Sausage Head. I wasn't born yesterday. I sure wasn't born on the back of a cabbage truck. That's where you use all those sayings and say, hey, this is human beings. They know more and then they don't know more. It goes both ways. They should not be able to tell me how to try to take care of myself. They should not be over issuing me anything in a situation unless it's like something that you can't really stock up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You should be able, especially if you know that you're spending your coins on things that you can literally hold back off from if you don't have what you need. Okay? There's a lot of people that say, my funds is not there to stock up, but they smoke and drink and party every week. You know what I'm saying? So your funds is there. And like I always tell you, excuses sound best to the ones that's making them. You cannot tell me that and then I see you going spending a lot of money on different things that's not important. And then you expect me to believe that. No, 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 no. Um, and you know what? It's good to know how to filter water like that. But that's why you still need to pray. Because you got some people that are like, they'll get filtered, they'll get water things. Like I have filter water tablets to filter, purify water and stuff like that. But at the same time, look at this situation. It may not be no water for you to filter. Things happen. It may not be no water for you to filter. May not be no food for you to forage. If everything dried up, it ain't going. So you see why you need to prep for different situations. And we still may not be able to cover all the different situations. So this could be a warning to many people, you know. Um, I need to go stock up while I have a means to, but I need a ride. Wow. I hope you get one, Lena. You can't DoorDash it to you or nothing. I bought 8-count body wipes for $1 at Dollar General. Got you. Them folks get themselves. Them folks get themselves and their families ready, then release the information to the public. There you go. You just hit the nail on the head. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. If you ain't never lied. You're right. You're right. They get themselves ready. And you know what? Not only them folks, people, sometimes it's people right amongst you. Sometimes it's your friends and stuff. Sometimes, because I've had people do me like that. I mean, y'all remember me telling y'all I taught this lady how to coupon? And I already felt something shiesty was about her. I got that feeling. So I was teaching her in stages. She was probably about on stage 2. And she needed to be on stage 7. But she thought at stage 2, because she had learned so much, that she can just go ahead and she knew everything. So what she started doing was going to the stores when she see the deals. She would get every bit of it that she wanted, clear the shelves, and then she'll contact me. I peeped it out and I let it ride for a little bit, but I stopped teaching her. I stopped teaching because anybody that do you like that, because if I'm cool with somebody and there's a deal or something, I'm gonna call you. Hey, what's up? Look, y'all better get here right now. Oh, you need me to pick up you something? How many you want? I'll bring it and drop it off. You just give me my money when I get there. You know, I'm that type of person. She kept doing it, kept calling, asking me for different things, and she kept doing it. Little did she know, while she was here in Jacksonville, I was in Wilmington, where it was a bigger supply. I was in Wilmington getting my stuff. Little she know. So when she called me and said, girl, they had such and such on sale, we used this coupon, and I got about 30 of them. She did. I let her do it for a couple of months. Little did she know, I already knew about the deals that would come in the Sunday paper or whatnot. I already knew about the deals. I stopped calling her, telling her deals, and then I would go like to Wilmington, or I go to New Bern or something, where they had more stores or whatnot, or I knew where there was less couponers at. Because here in Jacksonville, we got so many stores, but it was a lot of couponers here. So they tell you, sometimes it'll be people that you look at and talk to. You could be associates, friends, or whatever. And they'll be stocking up and won't let you know nothing, because a lot of people feel like if I tell you, you may be in a predicament to go to, you may be in a better situation to go to the stores and go ahead and get it before they do. And that's the way they look at it. So they ain't gonna tell you to the last minute. They ain't gonna tell you till they don't want to got their stuff. That's how people is. And sometimes it's people that you already know, and they won't tell you nothing. Because if they start telling you to go stock up and you get on board, you may get paid on this day, they get paid next week, and they looking at, well, she gonna beat me and gonna have, that's the way. I don't know if some of y'all following me. I don't know if y'all, I don't know. Let's see. Yes, I get them from DJ as well. DJ also says bigger whites found on the lower shelf near the adult diapers. Next time I go, no, next time I get more coins, a few more. I always say don't wait till the storm is at your door, then make up your mind to prepare for it. Exactly, Nikki. Natasha said, I'm meeting with a financial counselor soon. Free, got you. I buy the straws and the water pills, and every water jug get one, even the wine bottles. Got Lena. Speaking truth says, thank you, Earth. So Earth, you following me. Big Niecy following you loud and clear. Yes. So that's why I say you'll learn. You'll learn about some of the so-called friends and associates and stuff. And when an emergency happens, they're gonna show you. Could that be the main one? Girl, I ain't finna give her all my water. We need this. I'm not finna give her no. I'm not finna. No, won't even give you one bottle. She should have. I shouldn't have had to tell you to stock up. You say see the news just like I do. But y'all cool, and so that's what you're supposed to do. You know, you ain't obligated to, but it will be the right thing to do. We're like, girl, look, I done started stocking up on water. I'm just letting you know, you might want to do the same. And then if that person don't take it that way or whatnot, then you did your part. But some people, they don't do that. They don't do that. But look, y'all, that's what I want to let y'all pay attention to what's going on and continue to prep. All right. I'm following you because I've learned what your first thought is usually the right one, but can't lead other folks after I've been trying to teach them. Gotcha. Exactly. Shout out to MGL for always doing her part to educate the new preppers and gardeners. Thank you, Denaya. And since you said that, y'all make sure y'all go over to MGL's Home and Garden. That's why I'm doing a lot of the garden. You're going to miss it. All my harvests, my indoor, my outdoor garden. Amazing Grace is out there doing her thing. Amazing Grace 2.0 is gonna be doing her thing. All right. Home to Divine Treasures. Make sure it on my cooking videos, since y'all like to see me cooking. I know it's been a minute, because not really a minute, because we did those meatballs over on that channel. So but I just been trying to get stuff in order. Now I got my gardening stuff together. I done started on the indoor garden once again. So I have this route. I have my routine pretty much now. So keep that in mind. I'll probably come back on here in a little bit, because I got something else I want to talk to y'all about. but I'll try to keep much as I can separate so it ain't too much going on, okay, in each one of the live screens. I do not know if YouTube is gonna send notifications out because I'm gonna say my channel has been tripping. Okay, it's like the hardest thing. Every time I try to go live, it makes me go live twice before it get right. Okay, I'm just gonna keep pushing. Okay, I don't know if other people is having this issue, but yeah. So with that being said, I'm trying to get it to where I can go ahead and plan my videos, my live screens out. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's been a struggle not to film. Not to film. Because I told you I'm sticking to all live screens for the rest of this month. So it's been a struggle not to film, okay? Because I'm like, dang, is they gonna watch the live screens in a day? If not, you always have the replay or whatnot and watch it on a different day. Let's see. Thanks for bringing this awareness to everyone. No problem, Nikki. No problem. Did I miss somebody? Because Pidgey said hi, Denmark. Did I miss somebody? If I missed you, I'm so sorry. I don't see nobody named Denmark, so I had to miss them. Okay. Hey, Kalita Tate. Don't forget your bleach to clean first. But I keep me some bleach. I just got me some more bleach the other day. And let me tell y'all, I've been on my, y'all know, y'all been following me for a while. I'm gonna see who been following me for a while, who know this. I've been throwing little questions out lately. What is one of my absolute, besides bleach, what is one of my absolute favorite cleaning supplies? I have a couple, but there is one besides bleach that I really, 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 really like. I know you know. I know y'all know. I want to see if they know. If you've been following me for a long time through my cleaning videos, cleaning vlogs, all that, even when I was doing my cleaning hauls, what is my absolute favorite? One of my favorite besides bleach. Vinegar. I like vinegar, but that's not it. That's not it, Tracy. Disinfecting wipes. I like those, but that's not it. Oh. Few more. What y'all think it is? The paper towels. Yeah, well, you know I love the paper towels. Okay, I can throw them right over. Yeah, I love the paper towels. Ain't it? Pay somebody else's paper towels. Lysol. Nope, you close. Well, I mean, I can't say it's a cleaning product. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, boy, baking soda or La Familia. She said baking soda question mark or Fabuloso. That Fabuloso. Come on now. Come on. That Fabuloso. So y'all tell me why. Because I picked up the peach one the other day. And I'm gonna go back. I gotta just go. What was the other flavor? Watermelon, peach.
Was it pineapple?
And pineapple. Y'all, Fabuloso came out with some daggone new scent. I bought the peach one the other day just so I could make sure how strong that scent was. When I tell you that daggone peach Fabuloso, so I know the pineapple and the watermelon. Okay. And I like to mix it in that spray bottle. And sometimes I fill up my sink with hot water and I put a splash of that Fabuloso in it. And I don't wash nothing in it. Man, when I tell you it had my whole house smelling so good. I thought that green apple was my favorite one. But I buy all the scents. But when I saw, I said, no. So I got the peach one, the watermelon, and the pineapple. I'm gonna go back and get probably today, cause I know they off the chain. I know y'all. Fabuloso, besides bleach, Fabuloso has always been one of because I do have my now we want to go with more natural type cleaners. I love my Mythic, and I love Mrs. Myers too. I have the Mrs. Myers dish soap and stuff, but I mainly use that for hand soap because my Dawn dishwasher, any dishwashing liquid like Dawn or something like that, I use for like if I'm to handle meat and stuff and mix that with the bleach and whatnot. I'll wash my hands with that. I do not wash my hands with just regular hand soap after I done dealt with meat. I just don't feel like that's sanitary. I don't feel like it's gonna clean like dishwashing liquid will for your hands. But I use my Fabuloso. I mix it in water in a spray bottle. And if I'm just doing like a everyday wipe down of the counters, I just use that as a spray. Or it just depends on what I feel like. I think I actually am addicted to cleaners, but I'm OCD. You laugh at Ty. You did laugh. You did laugh when I said that. But I am OCD, so I love things to be clean. Okay, smell clean. But that Fabuloso, oh my goodness, that Fabuloso. Not familiar said that peach one is the one. Yes, honey. Nah, that peach gonna hit every time, honey. So I think I ended up getting oh, I think the Clorox got the center whatever. I think I got that in bleach. I mean not bleach, in peach and something. So they bringing out this year. They bringing out that peach line. Okay. So I picked up the bleach with the center something in it, but I think it's peach and something. And I picked up some disinfectant wipes. I also think it's peach and something. Okay. So I'm gonna start back doing my cleaning hauls for y'all, but that's gonna be on MGL Home and Garden. Okay. So make sure y'all over there on that channel, all right? If y'all ain't over there, because getting these gardens and stuff ready and all the dehydrating food, all that stuff is gonna be over there. Home and Garden. We're gonna keep it over here. We're trying to do a lot of prepping and what's going on. Okay. So that's why, and I am so content with this. I have changed so many things over the years, just keep changing stuff, but that's what happens. In life, you keep changing things to it's right for you. And only the like-minded people that understand that is going to understand that, okay? So I don't care. Some of y'all done seen I done changed that channel over there and stuff about 100 times. I done changed with what, and when I tell you I'm gonna do it, that's what I have in my, but it just don't work out. But this is working out. This is working out. Okay, so I really like doing it like this. See, now I'm going to be on the lookout for the peach. Diane went that peach Fabuloso, and I think they got the peach bleach, and I think they got but it's by Clorox, but it's got that. I'm gonna do a live stream for y'all with my cleaning haul. That's right down my alley. Cause when I had got it, I was like, I need to do a cleaning haul and let them see what I'm using to clean with now. So we'll do that. We'll do that. Cause the one thing about it is, I love having that channel Home and Garden because like-minded people gonna follow that. Okay, you clean your house, you decorate your house, you want that low key, peaceful type, then you will like something like that. So different cleaning products, that stuff can be fun to try out. You it's getting hot. You got the AC on. We're gonna be cooking and freezing because we ain't got time to stand over no stove all day, every day in the doggone heat. And now it's a drought. You ain't got time for all that. So you come in, you done ran. Dang, I locked you out. You done ran errands and stuff. You come in cool, AC, you grab you some lemonade or something in the house smelling like peaches and stuff. Oh, that's living life.
Oh, from taking another unit into our
Oh, wow. Still here. Still here. A lot of them stayed around. Wow. Your old CO.
early days.
Wow. and he remembered you. That's what I'm talking about. So, they ran across his old CO from the military from so long ago.
20,
And to remember you, everybody remember you. Everybody remember him from the look. Everybody running across from the military. We went to get IDs, and the man said we was in there trying to get our base IDs because me and the kids all have to get the IDs and whatnot. So that was what, a couple of months ago. That was so we in there trying to get our IDs and whatnot. He looks at him. He goes, "I know you. I know you. You didn't take no boy. You were rough. You didn't take no mess, did you?" And I'm like, "What was you doing?" Like, everybody. That tells me why I was the cool wife. They wanted to be nice to staff on wife. Cause that tell me you must have been giving them per hell in that office. You probably was. Cause he said you didn't take no mess. You were known. You didn't take no mess. You kept them in line. I'm like, what in the world? But anyway, so everybody remembering you. You leaving rememberable markings on people.
You do right, you ain't gotta worry about it.
So you do right, you ain't gotta worry about it. Got you. But that's nice though. For him to remember you from that long. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. To be up in age like that now and he remember you. Well, for him to be up in age. But yeah, y'all, so so that's the life. That's the life. That's the life I like. The peach and the pine scents are everything. Oh, I can't do the pine though. I've told y'all this, but I have to do scents that are like food, except for cinnamon. Cinnamon stuff gives me a headache. The smell of it. But anything that's not, when it starts getting to lavender and stuff, I do have some lavender fabuloso. I use it every now and then, but it gives me a headache. It messes with my allergies and my sinuses. I can deal with fruity scents, not a lot of these warm food scents that they do. I can do like fruity stuff. So that's why I stick to it. It don't bother me. So yeah, honey, look out for that peach. They got that peach line. I gotta pick up that pineapple and that watermelon. So look, y'all, I'm gonna go and get up off of here. Like I say, I'm gonna try to come back on. I gotta gather my stuff in here for this next live stream because I like to make sure I'm giving y'all the right information or whatnot. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll probably pop back on because I do have something else I need to talk to y'all about, and it is about prepping. Okay, it's something else that they're doing that was brought to my attention, so I want to talk to y'all about that. But let me get off of here. Let me take a little rest from talking and all that, and regroup myself, and then I'll come back on and give y'all that information. We've been on for 58 minutes, so yeah, let me go and do that. So y'all make sure y'all are stocking up. Y'all watch things when y'all in stores. Look at the people buggies that's around. Don't be staring now and they be like, what you looking at my butt? But be watching. You'll be surprised at the people that are prepping and they ain't saying nothing. Okay, so I hope this has been helpful. I hope every one of my videos, whether it's on this channel or the other channel, is motivational. I hope it's inspirational. I hope it's helping people. Okay, that's my goal, helping people as much as I can. Get that water, y'all. Yes, Nick. Get them. Whoever is throwing up them hearts, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. Okay. So I will talk to y'all here in a little bit. Okay. Y'all stay safe. Love y'all. Mwah. Bye. La familia.